Live, let's get that music running.
Yay.
Okay. Hold on, I'm just gonna make sure I've got the activity thing visible in my bottom left screen. If it'll come to the forefront for me, thank you. Alright, let's continue. Hello, Mr. Hee Hee!
Hey.
We gotta clean Grandpa Miller's car. Let's get back to it. Alright. Saw the notification, instantly joined. Hell yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Finally got the YouTube app so I don't have to do some shenanigans to watch, stream, and type. Hell
Yay!
yeah!
Congrats. Also, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, dude! Congrats on completing one more rotation around the sun.
Now do it again.
Now do it again! Might need to upgrade the nozzle. Let's see, do I have the money for it? Power washers. Wait, what washer am I using? Did they reset my washer on me? Why do I... Did I not have a better washer?
No. As far as I know.
Okay. No, wait, that is the heavy duty one. I need to work up to 90 stars to get the Prime Vista Pro. I probably just don't have the right extension on. Yep, there we go. That'll fix things right up. Yes, hee. By Jiminy, that's right. I used to race this beast all over. It's got a grunt like an angry rhino. Heck, I won the 1989 Race of Champions in it. Mega Dilemma? What kind of dilemma? No, I didn't. I watched that on TV. Kanton! Hello! I hope you're feeling better today. Much now that I have medicine. Hell yeah! Don't have Game Pass, and I want to get AirPod Pro 3s and Undertale and Deltarune, but probably won't get enough money to get all of them. the AirPods are not always worth it.
Yeah.
Like, they're good. Like, you can get really good quality cordless headphones way cheaper than AirPods.
Yep.
I have a pair I usually use for when I'm traveling. Like, just casually chilling on the road or, like, on, like, public transit. They're Skull Candy. I got them for, like, $80. And they are damn good audio quality. Just because Apple is the stuff you're always hearing about doesn't mean it's the best. Mega Apple fiend, and I want the good noise cancellation. Yeah, I'm afraid there's no cure for Apple fiend other than watching a $100-something laptop shatter because you closed it wrong. Is the old man yelling at the dirt? Hey, dirt, what? Get lost, would you? Buddy, you are yelling at the dirt. I don't think the dirt has ears.
No, but the bugs in the dirt have ears. Clearly.
That's true.
Also, did you know that it is soil when it is on the ground and dirt when it's on stuff?
Huh. And then the old man says, okay, ha ha ha. That's why I'm only get their earbuds, phones, and Apple Watches. No, I'm starting to debate seeing if I can get another kind of phone other than, like, iPhones, because... Meh.
Please. Even for just the camera quality. Because I have seen so many people... I can get pictures of the fucking moon.
And if I want to
zoom
get
in
pictures
30 times.
How long will it be? I was thinking of taking the car for a tear up and down the old abandoned Old man, this is why your car is muddy. Sewer system.
Yeah. I can zoom in to like 30 times magnification and get really good pictures of the moon. And then I show them to people and they're like, how'd you get that? And I'm like, I just zoomed in.
Man, if I want to get
really
pictures of the moon, I have to break out the really good camera I got like 10 years ago.
Exactly.
My family was like, hey, we're going on a big trip. We're taking your ass to Europe. Here's a fancy camera to take pictures with. Go forth, child. Become a photographer. One problem, people found out that Android uses programs that auto-paste a picture of the moon over it. Damn. No, he said never too old. Yeah, old man said never too old for an adventure. But Android has better cameras in general. Yeah, no, if I know I'm going somewhere I want to take pictures, I usually bring my good camera. But, like, I am debating just swapping because I will say, my Apple phones hate me because my family's always made me get, like, the ones that are a couple years out of date. Like, I've never bought the newest iPhone. And since I never get the newest one, they always,
die real easy.
planned obsolescence.
Yep. Gotta love that senescence.
So, like, I've seen some people talking about, like, small brands who focus on making more sustainable long-term phones that, like, you can order the battery yourself and replace it. So I'm honestly debating swapping to one of those. Just so I can repair stuff myself. So I like having a desktop PC. I know that if I'm seriously having issues, I can probably just take it into a place, figure out the problem, and get it fixed really easily, rather than, having to book an appointment at the Apple Nerd Bar, or whatever it's called.
The Genius Bar.
The Genius Bar, yes. I had to wait there so many times when I used a MacBook for school. Because one time, it lightly fell off my lap when I was sitting in the locker room, and the entire screen shattered. I had been on vacation with it once, and my grandfather was like, we're not going all the way to the Apple Bar. There is a, like, tech shop nearby that should be able to fix it real quick. And within a week it started glitching and the screen was acting broken because Apple designs their stuff so that no one but them can repair it. Yeah, Apple would void your warranty and they like charge exorbitant prices, so it's why I'm not a fan of them. I don't know, I just like the idea of if I have something, it's something that is actually mine, and if there's problems I can find someone who handles it easily, or I can learn to fix it myself if I have the time, money, and effort. That's how I fixed my old DS Lite. I just looked up how to fix it, got the parts, and fixed it myself.
I have a fan that has been sitting on my laptop keyboard for like 9 months. Because I need to actually put it in my computer.
Mm-hmm.
But my brain keeps going, nah, we can do that later.
You know, that's the thing, is sometimes I'll just be sitting, like, Kyle be off doing something else, or I'll have, like, an hour to myself, and I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna go fix something myself. I'm just gonna, let's see, I need to swap out my keyboards. Let me just, unplug and... If Apple and Samsung made a phone together, just get mixed build quality, Apple video quality, Android picture quality, and get iOS. I mean, you can. There's a lot of phones that have emulators for other software systems. I don't know.
Yep.
It's just kind of fun to me. It's like, yeah, sure, you can have the one that comes with your phone, but here's a better option if you're used to the other one.
I also feel like the whole copywriting an entire thing just because you don't want somebody else having any semblance of anything slightly related to whatever it is is a bit petty.
Exactly. Like, I saw a video on how, like, McDonald's started trying to sue people who had either Mick or Donald's in their names, even if the restaurants existed for longer than McDonald's.
Damn.
They did Pal World dirty. You know, I'm just, like, I feel copyright is good, but not always. A lot of companies just use it to harass and bully everyone else.
Also, international copyright is not the same. Like, sure, something can be done in one place and it's fine, but in other places they can totally, like, mess that up.
Yeah. All
and,
right.
like, you can't really go after them because that's the copyright law in their place.
Yeah.
But it's not in yours.
Alright, let's read this overview. Denver drill from the Muckingham Fire Station. FA, we're currently down at Awkward Falls, about to risk life and limb because someone thinks they saw the mayor's cat licking its paw under the waterfall. It's gotta stop and I've had a brainwave. Bring the old truck out from the garage, give it a clean up, and send the recruits out on that wild goose chase while the rest of us get on with proper jobs. It's hella filthy, but if you can do your thing and make it sparkling, the mayor will never tell the difference. Thanks, pal. You hated the fire station? Oh, I finished the fire station. Now I'm onto the truck. The fire station was kind of fun. I liked climbing up inside the, like, it was long, but climbing up inside the tower was kind of fun. But that's mostly because I wait till I hear the ding before I move on to the next thing. Get Juba 5090. Not sure. I'd have to check what my computer's specs are, but I might already have something, like, close to that. But like I said, I don't know. I'd have to check. I mean, I got a pre-built gaming PC, but thanks to the fact that it's an actual desktop, I could probably get, like, upgraded specs if I ever wanted it. I know, but like a 5090 is a 5090. first I have to focus on trying to get better Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So that I can actually handle, like, Rain World co-op and stuff, and maybe streaming VR games. Even if there's AI frames. Every once in a while I'm reminded of how I saw some of my... So, a good deal of my family lives in California. And, because they're in that techie area, like, because
Silicon Valley?
Yep. Well, they're not in Silicon Valley, but because of proximity to it, they're, like, focusing on the newest tech trends a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And, because of that, when they saw me again, they were like, "Oh, you should ask ChatGPT to help you figure out job interviews." And I'm like, what? Huh? Y'all told me to look at peer-reviewed sources a few years ago. Where is ChatGPT coming from?
Convenience.
And then they were like,
They're
why
going,
don't you...
"You need job, you need it now."
And they were like, you don't have an Alexa in your house? And I'm like, yeah, I was gifted one a while ago, but I never bothered setting it up. And they're like, well, you should have set it up. And I'm like, I would probably set it up in my living room, and I spend no time in there. No, don't say Grog. No. Gen AI bad, please. The AI that, like, recognizes patterns better than humans, that's good. That's good for, like, medical diagnoses and shit. But once you start using it as a source of information, or saying that you don't want to pick up a pencil and try doodling because you think AI will always be better than you, one, quitter talk, skill issue, horrible move on your part. But, like, just, no, most of it steals artwork, and that's not counting the amount of water that AI data centers guzzle in areas that are often drought-stricken.
Yeah, there was a Reddit story recently that was like, I told an author that her book was AI written in the, like, reviews of the book. And now she wants to sue me. Because the person had read, like, the entire book and found some concerning phrases. Like, they padded down the hall. And it's like, they're humans. They don't pad. They don't pad down the hall or anything.
You can pad down the hall if you're barefoot, maybe, but...
Like, if it was, like, a furry novel or something, I would believe it. And, like, they had other just stuff that AI has been trained on. Like, everyone in the comments of this guy's video, because he was saying that, like, this person was in the right, for, like, calling out the author.
The problem is also because they're trained on pre-existing writing, is that they will use a lot of sentences that humans often
Yeah, that's
use.
exactly what everyone's saying. Everyone's like, hey, clearly, these AI are trained on fanfics, and, that's not okay. And also, it's not okay to, like, just claim that an author's work is not theirs anyway. Like, unless you have explicit, like, proof, like, hey, this is my transcript. Like, this is my manuscript. Not theirs.
Need to pull a Doom 2016 Vega and go to Arctic. The Arctic already has enough problems. It doesn't need data centers heating them up. You know what? Using Gen AI instead of actually trying to do creative stuff yourself is Bad
Bad.
form.
Yeah. Convenience creates, like, idiocy.
Exactly.
But yeah, because this guy was like, yeah, you should call out AI users. And everyone's like, hey, claiming that someone did this because of a few sentences they don't recognize, is not okay and can tarnish the author's reputation. So of course they're gonna sue. And he's like, well, suing is a bit overboard. So, like, this guy would be in the clear for countersuing. And I'm like, buddy. And some people were like, yeah, this person has never read a fanfic in their goddamn life.
Mm-hmm. And, like,
Has
honestly,
this person
saying
read
they
a book?
padded down the hall is a good way of, like, especially if it's a carpeted hall.
Mm-hmm. It's
It's
descriptive
like-
writing.
Yeah. Finally watched Demon Slayer. Hell yeah!
Yay!
The amount of spoiler dodging I needed to pull off was insane, but I did it and instigated my dad to get tickets. Hell yeah!
Woo.
Oh yeah, there is a Titanic exhibition that I can probably get to. That's gonna be running till like November. I'm gonna go and check it out at some point.
Nice.
I love weird old ship stuff.
I have no idea what's going on in my area.
Yeah, no, the only reason I found out is because I was like, yeah, I'm walking down the street. I'm gonna go check out the local Spirit Halloween. And I saw these big, like, bus stop flyers saying, Titanic exhibition. And I'm like, Titanic, you say?
It would be really funny if they just meant that it was giant. And it wasn't actually the RMS Titanic.
But yeah, no, apparently they've got, like, some artifacts, either recreations or not, and, like, even a VR experience that you have to, like, reserve online in advance. Juve, don't get in the Fun fact, it's the VR experience, which I'm not willing to pay the extra money for. I've got my own VR headset at home, and if I want to find, like, an experience of going a sub down on the Titanic, I'm sure I can find some VR experience to recreate it. My ass is not going down in an Ocean Gate type fiasco. There's a theory that
Besides,
the cats
that was a Titan.
Mm-hmm. The mayor's using it as a distraction device so no one notices all that pipeline stuff. Ooh, there's drama in the town's political sphere. You should read what I said about MCU Ultron. Let me look. POV, someone realized MCU Ultron was trained off Reddit.
Yeah.
So I will say, when you're looking for advice, there's no place that might have the proper answers to figure out what your problem is than Reddit.
Yeah, there's like very few other places like that anymore.
Like, even forums that are officially for the tech that you are, like, trying to find an issue for, they will almost never have the answers or it'll be deleted. Reddit? You're gonna find your answers in there.
Read his lines in Reddit mod voice, and you realized. Do I have to have the fedora though?
Hey, look, I've got
Do
one
I have
from...
to?
I got one from a crappy spy costume I can hand to you, Ferret.
Oh, good.
Also, like, I think the guy who first, like,
Oh, man,
was
I
the
do have
source...
to have the fedora.
Aw. But, the person who was the first source of, like, the quote-unquote nice guy fedora meme was actually not, like, an incel. And, like, is kind of mad that his his image is being slandered as such, because it's like the, oh, guys, I don't do that. I mean, good on you for finding an outlet, but don't. Just don't. Please stop. And it's also a shame, because fedoras are kind of a fun hat.
Yeah, unfortunately, I knew a guy, the shitty, tenor I used to sit next to because the tenors didn't want him, so he became an alto.
Uh-oh.
And who would only mouth the words instead of learning his
Oh, buddy!
part. Because he was too busy playing Ace Attorney on his DS.
I mean, I got in trouble when I was part of a kids choir for wanting to, like, click a pen or play games with my friend instead, but I at least put an effort into learning the songs.
Yeah, he would wear fedoras every day.
Ah. Fedoras in a normal sense are cool till you hear Reddit. So true.
The fact that he wronged literally, like, everybody by existing.
Oh!
Like, he was just not the greatest.
Valid.
Literally, like, I saw Fedora meme and I'm like, oh, that is that kid, and that kid specifically, and that has been all that has been in my mind, so he ruined fedoras.
Also, Shaw! Hell yeah. Fun fact, actually, before the stream, I was watching a Hollow Knight video essay on, specifically whether the Pale Lady was driving the Hollow Knight towards, well, not the Hollow Knight, but the Knight, the player character, towards their, fate of either becoming the new vessel or, defeating the Radiance. It's pretty fascinating stuff. Hey bud, do you know if the mayor's cat is still missing? I'm up at the volcano and I think I see him on the outer rim. I'm going in for a closer look. No! No, little British boy, don't jump into the volcano!
Oh my god, this volcano is full of lava.
POV when someone realized the stuff hornets said in Hollow Knight were slurs! I mean, yeah, they're basically... Yeah. Allegedly, yeah, because in Hollow Knight she is more like a teen-esque character, whereas now she's more like mature and fully grown. So yeah, she was probably either cussing at the enemies, or, so either swearing or just yelling slurs. I think it's swearing, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I love when people are like, hey, R2D2 was just cussing everybody out the entire time, because, like, we use beep to, like,
To censor,
words
yeah.
and stuff. Man, this robot cusses like a sailor.
Also, every video I see about Sherma from Silk Song makes me want to protect that little bug. I love that little bug. I would also kill for the Bell Beast.
I have not consumed any Silk Song content.
The Bell Beast is a enemy mob that literally the fight against them is literally just them having zoomies while you pet them with your nail, because their shell is so thick that hitting them feels like petting them to them. Anyway, I would kill for the Bell Beast. The Bell Beast and its many babies. Which I saw a clip of the sounds they make. And on God, those are just babies. Ah, great. It's the people who live in the haunted house again. Hey, Doc! We have a lovely little job for— Hold on, what was that message? Yeah, it's not showing up here. Ah, here it is. It's definitely Ulysses. I can see his funny leg. Why would a cat hang out 10 feet from a lava flow? I guess it's like the world's best log fire. Fun.
Okay, what was the hey doc message?
That would probably be... Hold on. Career mode. New.
Is it not in...
Ah, here it is. Oh, no, it's not showing up anymore. Wait.
In your messages?
Ah, here it is. Hey, Doc, we have a lovely little job for you up at the house when you're free. No weird stuff. Promise.
There's gonna be like gang signs all over that.
They used me as free content for their video channel before. Back with food and drink. Hell yeah. But I would kill for the Bell Beast once more. The Bell Beast and her babies. That's just my big dog. It's literally just an oversized dog. Anyway, I'm excited to at some point try and play Hollow Knight and rage at it because I am crap at reaction times and movement. So now you can't yell at me. I love spamming the 100. Amazing. Let's see. How much more? Ah. I missed all of that. I'm gonna take care of the back of the truck later.
I have the next 2 weeks off.
Ooh.
Like, there are sign-ups for field trips. And then my boss printed out a paper to put, like, everywhere that anyone stops in the building. I was like, hey, there's no extra work over the break. Have a great fall break. Enjoy your vacation. There is nothing to do. Go home. I feel like he's pointing at the one guy who washes his bus every single day and is like detailing everybody else's buses.
It's like, stop it! I don't want to give you extra pay for cleaning everyone's buses this week. Calm down.
It's more like we can't afford that because some people like to sabotage our whole getting funded by the government and taxpayers thing
Yup.
by going, it'll raise the taxes. We had a lovely presentation by the financial lady a couple of years ago. That was basically, hey, if they say it'll raise your taxes, no, it won't. City's growing. It'll just disperse the cost between everybody. And if the city's growing, their taxes are actually going down. So, like, yeah. Wait, 2 weeks. So I gotta text him
Am
back.
I missing
No, let's
the
try this
cleaning
again.
nozzle? I'm missing the
Probably.
cleaning nozzle. Hold on. Soap nozzle, it would be Prime Vista 3000.
So you've just been spraying it with water?
I mean, yeah, that's what most of this is. This is just for getting rid of the really stubborn stuff. Which is
Man,
essentially
that's
just
so
what I'm...
fast.
Exactly. And then I save the rest for later. And now I do detailing. Drinking cranberry grape juice? Hell yeah.
Yo.
POV when I told my
Cranberry is so
senior
good.
manager that I wanted to wait 2 weeks, so now I gotta text him back about how I want to start this Saturday. Oof.
Like, we've had meetings about how Kantan, you have bronchitis.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Of
happening
course, the
for
nasty
a while.
cough is back. Police rules, fire rules.
Yeah! Oh my god!
Man, they'd have to be in the cherry picker to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, like budget and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We've had several meetings where literally most of what we're told is stop going over. We don't have the money for overtime, please. You know what gets cut next. Like, think of everything in the entire school system that is going to be cut because they have to pay you for your 2 hours of overtime because you didn't want to go home. And like they've gotten on people's cases, like called me in like last year I had filled out paperwork for missed punches. And they're like, hey, you were on the clock all day. And I'm like, I am so sorry. I turned in those punches like just now before walking into your office. And they're like, okay, thank you, great. I'm like, yeah, I know how much financial strain we're under. You're good.
Okay, I'm within a whisker of Ulysses now. We're up on this outcrop, and Mount Rushless is rumbling more than ever. Oh god.
Ulysses, what are you doing?
I've always been a dog man, and now I know why!
Man, I didn't know that Calvin was a furry.
I mean, hey, he probably didn't know either. Can't take my medicine till 9. Pat.
That one really sucks.
You know, this is why whenever I'm sick, I just keep cough drops.
I will legitimately, like, drop a couple of cough drops into a water bottle so I'm drinking, like, cough drop syrup.
It's a 2 times a day thing. Yeah, no, I've got, like, a little jar on my desk that I used to, like, put Jolly Ranchers in. And when I'm sick, I just replace it with, just straight up cough drops. I got, like, those, sort of berry flavored ones, and I got a couple that are, like, really citrusy with extra vitamin C.
Cough drops are just Jolly Ranchers for if you're sick.
Yeah! Oh, dear God. Okay, where's the soap nozzle? This ladder's gonna take forever otherwise. There we go.
Man, that was gonna take like an hour.
Alright, now it's the... I'm gonna just quickly use this to get rid of that. Hey, you're finally awake! Hello, Madness! Okay, so...
Hi, Madness! Also,
we've
welcome back to
got-
the Discord.
Let's finish the handles first. Next one should be...
Those.
Okay, there's a bit of mess on the hose. Yeah, let's take care of that. Right, then there's muck on here. The rest is annoying. I have to agree! God, that reminds me, when I went on vacation one time, I had left a, container to soak in the sink and forgot to empty it before I went, before I got out. Before I left for the trip. Needless to say, I couldn't use that, loaf tin anymore. I got back and it was just absolutely covered with rust, and it had gotten into all, like, the decades worth of knife marks from my family using it. Like, probably since before I was born. Also, if you got anything from my old account, it seems it got hacked again. Hence why I immediately deleted it. Understandable.
And that's why we had to ban that account. So it wouldn't happen
you can
again.
never be sure if someone will reuse the account they hacked. Okay. Let's see, are any more of these pinging? Let's get the ladder. Understandable. Let's do this again. Steps and handles. Let's do this one more time. We're gonna check all of the handles. Ah, it's this one. Is it on this side? Yep. Alright, then it's just the steps on the back left.
Did you crouch?
Yep. It's really hard to get under all of them. This is actually a better angle than I was doing before. Perfect! F.A., you're a legend that is absolutely pristine. Even the rust's gone. That should get the mayor off our backs for a while, which means we can all get back to doing the jobs we're paid for. Thanks, pal! Doc, we'd like you to meet our trusty RV. Before we settled down at Esther's, we traveled around the country, chasing mysteries, doing odd jobs, just bumbling around, really. One day we might be deep in a wood, the next we're traveling at breakneck speed along country roads evading the authorities, all of which has taken its toll on our poor RV. Please give her the clean she deserves to reclaim her crown as queen of the open road. Probably...
There might be 2 groups of bank robbers.
Yeah! I don't remember if I've said this, but when I used to play Roblox, a lot of toxic friend of mine hacked the account, and all the stuff I had on it was unusable because it was banned. Oof! Gotta go to my birthday dinner. See y'all. Hopefully be back here for VC. Okay, see ya, hee hee!
Awesome. Have fun.
Have fun! Just wanted to say how grateful Jenny and I for everything you've done for us. It's really helped us get on our feet. Y'all better not be filming me from the fucking house again! It sounds silly, but washing the house when no one else would made such a difference. And as for the car... oh boy. Also, damn, how did y'all drive in this thing? And I'm gonna need to get more metal cleaner. Actually, yeah, no, this might be the best for just handling rust. This spinny brush head just eats rust for breakfast. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Came up with a joke.
Oh?
But it works better in text form.
Oh.
So just check the chat.
YouTube chat? Because it's not showing up in there.
I'm typing it right now.
Alright.
Yeah, check chat in a second. Okay.
pain in the neck.
Bread.
Ah.
The baguette specifically.
Pain in the neck.
Yeah, that's why I said it works better over text.
Let's see. I mean, hey, most of the base game stuff is, I did some of the free expansion packs, like the Lara Croft one. The maze and the manor are some of the most annoyingly long levels. They're fun, but dear God. Girl goes, here's my hedge maze. I want you to clean every single archway inside of it. Also, the secret area. Good luck. Provides no map. It's just you and your power washer against a hedge maze. Oh, and I got money again this Wednesday. Hell yeah. I got a diamond painting and 3 off-brand Lego sets, mini bricks and such. Hell yeah! I still have some money for when the new Pokemon game is out. Hell yeah! Oh yeah, the trailers for the new Infinity Nikki update are coming out. We're finally getting a follow-up on some main story stuff from Stoneville. Yay! Both base and DLC? Hell yeah. My local game store has, like, they're running the, you can pre-order the game here and you'll get a keychain of a random starter as a free gift.
Oh, fun.
They've also started selling the Mega Bricks Pokemon standee type Lego kits. Some of which I'd already gotten from our local Miniso, but they had the Mew one at the game store. So I've just got to find a good spot to set those up in my game room. I'm hoping to eventually at least make it look like somewhat of a tribute to video games. Just basically fill it with nerd stuff. For fun. Though I did wish I had more space, I would totally set up like a proper D&D space. That'd be fun. Had to sleep in my room again, lol. Hell yeah! You got a cozy kitty? kind of wish that my mom hadn't gotten a cat, like, for the family when I was really young, because, child me did not understand that animals have boundaries. And that cat hated me until the day that he died. Because, Child Jube had watched too many cartoons where cats were delighted to be given, like, a little collar, or treated like royalty. And I was like, surely this applies to all cats. It did not. Our driving Miss Pebble's live streams flopped. The fans just want Esther, so we sold the car for a lot. I mean a lot. I mean a yes, we do want to supersize lot. Oh boy.
Boy.
Okay, I'm gonna have to use the anti-rust techniques on the lower level. Okay, I think I also saw a bit of dirt on the wheel that I missed, so let me take care of that while I'm here. Ah, there's a bit on the bumper.
The Mega Bloks Pokemon sets.
Mm-hmm.
I love how they're just willing to make specific one-off pieces. Whereas
The
for
ones
Lego,
I've mostly run into are the 2D, like, pixel art ones.
oh yeah,
Those are
yeah,
fun.
those are relatively new. I want to
Though
get
I did
one,
get
but
one of the
they're always,
Bulbasaur
like...
ones. The actual, like, Bulbasaur minifigure one.
Yeah. Like, they make, like, the actual pieces to fit the actual Pokemon.
Yeah!
Whereas Lego
Lego's
has
like,
a
no,
set
we're gonna
amount of
make you
pieces,
put them
and
together.
they are like... if I remember correctly, someone said, like, they used a banana, but made it black for a gun or something, and I'm like, that's dumb.
Which is funny, because they do have gun-shaped, Legos.
Yeah. Or it was like something, like, some things are very obviously, like, not meant to be there,
Yeah.
but they're supposed to
Represent
make up the
other
look
things,
of the thing.
yeah.
And I'm like, dude, just make the specific piece.
Well, it's because they have a really high standard of, of trying to make everything actually click together, like everything works with everything.
And making sure that it's not single use. Like, they want to reuse the molds and stuff. But, like, Mega Constructs is out here like, yeah, we'll definitely make a piece that is specific to, like... Okay, I'm looking at my Score Bunny. That is a Score Bunny specific ear. Because there's one, like, tuft off to the side of one of the ears. And, like, the entirety of Toy Coco's face. And, like, some things definitely would be like, oh yeah, that is definitely Pokemon's, like, hand or something. Well, no, the hands are pretty specific. They're pretty generic, I mean. But, like, they'll also add, like, silicone pieces to stick between the bricks to make, like, Luxray's fur. Not Luxray. It's the middle evolution.
Luxio?
Yes. I believe that's Luxio.
Yeah, it's Shinx,
like,
Luxio, Luxray.
Yeah. Like, I just have several, but just have, like, some silicone pieces that I would not be able to find in a Lego set.
We raided the attic for all of Esther's old stuff and put it on the vlog. It's gone bananas. Come on, guys. Disrespecting the dead?
No wonder she's haunting your house.
And what's fascinated me most is the telemetry. I'm getting really into analytics. Man, I wish I could get into analytics. Alright, let's see. Is there any more rust on that? Let's take care of the undercarriage, actually. TBH, I always had a cat, like, constantly. Cats are great.
We've always had dogs. Like,
you know, when I was really little, we had a dog. Unfortunately, she ended up with extreme separation anxiety, and my family was always like, "Hey, you should take a plane and come visit us," which meant the dog had to be left with sitters and got even more separation anxiety, so she had to be rehomed. She was an American Eskimo, big, fluffy dog. The problem was she would try and bite on my coat and grab at me, and like whenever I tried to go to school, because she didn't want the pup leaving.
Yeah. Like small dogs with separation anxiety, that's fine. Well, not fine, but like
it's more
easier
manageable.
to manage. But big dogs can actually like sit you down. And be like, no, you're not leaving.
And then a few years later, my mom, because I was a kid who'd grown up with like the Oliver the Cat movie and all that. So I really wanted a cat, because I was like reading Oliver the Cat. I was watching Oliver the Cat. Then when I got into reading, I was in Warrior Cats. So
Oliver and Company, that's it.
Oliver and Company, yes. So my mom managed to use that as a reason to get a cat.
Okay.
Without understanding that you can't just get a cat for a small child without explaining that cats don't always want to be chased around the house.
Fair point. We had to explain to my nieces and nephew that their dog does not always want to be held and carried around the house. They still carry her around because, like, they love her. But, like, it's less of an issue now. But like, yeah.
Yeah, no, like, if you're
There-
gonna get a pet with, like, small children, you both need to, like, be sure you know how to, if it's a dog or something, know how to train it. Or, teach
and a
the
cat.
kid. And a cat, too.
Yeah.
And you
Train
have to
your
also,
animals.
And you have to make sure your kids know how to treat the animals.
Yeah.
Which is something a lot of people forget to do.
I think there has been exactly like 1 week in my life where we did not have a dog in our ownership at all.
We got a train in chat, everyone!
Oh my god. Train.
Albino Tailgater in CSX Train. Hello, welcome. We're doing good. We're playing Power Wash Simulator today. And from Canton, or just had cats near me. When I was in California, there were these cats that would be near the landlord's house and didn't go near anyone. Or no one really ever saw them. Anyway, my stance on cats is the same as my stance on children. Like, every child or pet deserves a family, but not every family or parents deserve a pet or child.
Yeah.
Doing good, better play my fishing game. Hell yeah! I find video game fishing is either one of the most fun things or one of the most annoying things. It all depends on the controls, honestly.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's intuitive and fun, other times it leaves you questioning your sanity.
I used to play an online game that was like Poke Heroes or something. It was basically Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon or whatever in a Pokemon world, and you could just collect Pokemon and stuff.
Ooh.
It was interesting. I kept it up for like a good year or so. And there was this like Magikarp fishing game that I did not understand. Because you had to like,
You can
it
call
was
me
like, oh
Tailgater
yeah, it's
or
the same
Gator if you
mechanics
want to.
as,
Alright, good to know,
Cool.
Gator.
it's like the same mechanics as this thing. And I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there was like no other explanation. I was like, yeah, just tap it. And I'm like, okay, so I'm like trying to tap and nothing's working. The Magikarp keeps getting away. And then I played Stardew Valley for the first time. I'm like, oh my god, this is the game.
Yep. My big browser Pokemon game was Poke Farm Q. Just say, like, I literally just remembered the existence of it because of you, Ferret.
You're welcome.
I know that they had added, like, melanistic and leucistic shinies as, like, other versions of Pokemon, and honestly, it was overall pretty interesting, but it was mostly just collect Pokemon, share your farm, and then use that to get other Pokemon. I think they also had ways of dressing up your Pokemon, but I don't remember. It was that in Showdown. One of my, I think it was late high school, one of my classmates started challenging me to Pokemon Showdown matches during class. The ones where, like, you just get a completely random team and you have to use them. And, my friend didn't know type matchups. I vaguely knew type matchups. And I had, I believe, one of the most notable times is I had, God, I'm forgetting the name. It's the anchor Pokemon. Like the giant mossy
Delmise?
ghost. Delmise, yes. And, my classmate was using normal type physical attack moves on it. And I'm like, that's not gonna... is that your only attacking move on that Pokemon? I suggest you switch. I really suggest you switch. This is for you, not for me. I suggest you switch. And then I won that battle because, type matchups. And I still didn't know all my type matchups at the time. I still don't. I forget at least half of them. But it is very funny to think about. Just, yeah, surely I can punch a ghost.
Duh. You're not gonna feel like you did anything, but you can punch one.
Yeah, your fist might not connect. It probably won't do damage, but yeah, sure, you can punch a ghost. Oh, Jenny's changed to traded in cryptozoology for cryptocurrency. Oh no. Itty bitty coin looks like the next big thing if you need it to. I don't think I will.
Itty bitty coin is the next big thing?
Yeah. Itty bitty coin. I don't think I need to look into that to know that this duo is just jumping on micro trends.
Okay, well that's like saying that Straggle is the king of Goliathville.
Yeah, I mean he could be, but
Yeah, he could. He's charismatic enough.
hmm.
He's like, guys, please, I know I'm a funky color. And like really, really short, but listen, hear me
I
out.
will be your new king. Here are my policies. And they're like, oh shit, these are actually pretty good.
No, it's even funnier. It's like, hear me out. I was just born this way.
I was just born this way.
They're like, huh, a genetically mutated Goliath, okay.
A really small genetically modified Goliath. Okay.
He's just like, got weird mutations, but like it's a disease or something. Everyone thinks something different, but he's just a goblin.
He's just a goblin.
Like, plus a bajillion to charisma.
See if I can get rid of all of the fucking rust on this shit.
I just remembered a sentence I heard today.
Oh, funny sentence.
So, new Drawfee video.
Ooh, those are always good.
So, they've been on a trend of doing this whole, like, Nathan draws a monster, and then, like, Karina will turn them hot. Or, like, Karina draws a hot guy, Jacob turns him into a little dude. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody in Discord went, hey, why not a 4-in-1?
A 4-in-1. I bet that's
Nathan
chaotic.
draws a monster. Jacob draws him as a little guy. Julia draws them from memory, because her thing is drawing Pokemon from memory. She doesn't know Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And then Karina draws that thing hot.
Amazing.
Nathan starts drawing. Karina points out that it looks kind of like Kermit. And Julia goes, uh-oh, bad news. And they're like, what? I do know what Kermit looks like.
I do know what Kermit looks like!
Because it is like one of her main things to draw, just like doodle.
Mm-hmm.
Bad idea. I do know what Kermit looks like. So she wouldn't be able to do it from memory. Even if Jacob had turned it into a little guy beforehand.
Kermit mutations.
Permutations.
Kermutations, holy shit.
Oh no.
Hmm?
My
I
mother
heard the NO.
has changed her Facebook profile picture.
Oh no. That's never a good sign. Okay, the mess
Charlie
is
Kirk.
probably on the roof. Oh no.
And I'm like, yes, sad he died, but also, he was not the greatest human being.
Mm-hmm.
Especially towards, like, my kind of people.
Mm-hmm. I have 6 base game puzzles in this game. Hell yeah! But yeah, no, I've heard so many people being like, oh, everyone's just taking stuff out of context, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's fair, but please. I'm pretty
People
sure
also
he
take
did
the
a lot
Bible
of
out
the
of
bad
context.
stuff. The upshot of all this is, oh shit, they're giving me an RV! Can I gift it to my friend who's looking for an RV? I mean, left, how many are left? Ooh. Still, ooh.
Yeah, I was
Maybe you can take
confused.
it
I was like, there's so many base game puzzles in whatever game you
in
have.
any game,
Like,
yeah.
in most games, there's more than 6.
Maybe you can take it to the other countries or get, maybe you know someone who's on the lookout for one. Yes, I do know someone who needs an RV. The very friend who got me my power washing truck. Glass Masquerade 2 Illusions. Ooh. Oh yeah, speaking of puzzle games and things that are coming out soon, Escape Simulator 2 is coming out either in September or October. I'll have to check. And I am so excited for it. They have the demo out with the first level. Dracula's Castle inspired. It was pleasantly challenging, not too hard to discover everything. Though there were some fun little secret things that I found out later.
Okay.
And once you finish the base puzzle, it gives you a bonus puzzle that I think they call like the darkest puzzle or something like that. Yeah, Content, you don't have to immediately go for Escape Sim 1. You can get the second one when it comes out. Because they'll have fresh puzzles, and I think they're going for more complicated or darker theming than the more cartoony first game.
Yeah, that would be a very interesting idea.
Hmm?
Just a darker puzzle game.
No, I'm doing them in order. Alright, there's not really a interconnected story, but they're both very good games. Right, I have to get more cleaner, because I ran out of metal cleaner. And I honestly might... I didn't get any fun decorative things. I might go for something like that. Doing them in order? Of course, of course, of course. These are kind of spooky and fun. You know what? Some of these are free, so let's just get the free ones. Okay, so it would be probably in equipment, I think. Yep, there we go. I mean, I am a fan of the tropical colors of the summer one. That with the Halloween gloves. Yeah, that's gonna look fun. Equip a new outfit! Okay. clean up all that rust. All that rust. The roof is clean, the vent isn't. Ah. Okay. Probably have to finish. Ah. These. Get all the pings. I gotta get all those pings. Alright, let's see which ones I'm missing. The windows. Which ones specifically are we talking? Ah! That one. Should be able to use the tiny spinning one for this. Right? Sometimes you just have to climb on top of the thing you're cleaning. Right, brake lights, tires, and exhaust. This tire. The tires are done. It's the exhaust now. Okay, brake lights. Then it'd probably be... Huh. I imagine just while climbing, the loud squeaking from the outfit. Squeak, squeak, squeak! Ah, it's those. Okay, that's one. That's two. Hey, F.A., get yourself over here as quick as you can. We got an urgent one for you. Sounds like the fire department might need more help, I think.
Get the cops to face our property again.
Not sure. SpongeBob episode squeaking. Huh. Oh yeah, hey, it's our buddy. He got the RV. Harper here. Just want to thank you again for gifting me the RV. I'm about to hit the road heading for pastures unknown. She's so beautiful and so clean. I know you said not to, but I've sent some cash over. Maybe put it towards a washer upgrade. Take care, and I'll keep an eye out for any interesting jobs for you. You're the best.
Oh.
Chopper, okay. Hey,
Chopper
F.A., we
has an
got
arm.
one heck of a dirty copter on our hands. Your buddy Cal got himself into a real spot of bother up on Mount Rushless. Poor guy was so delirious from volcanic fumes, he thought the mayor's hellish feline was up there with him. He's fine now, but the copter looks like something dug up from the bowels of the earth, which it nearly was. We got TV crews arriving later, so if you can do what you do so well, it'd get us out of a jam. Thanks again, pal. This one, I hated doing that. Well, let me pop open a drink for this then.
Or as some people would like to say, soda open a drink.
Alright, I'm gonna start with the top and move to the bottom, because I think that's probably the best order of business for this. I want to see if I can get up on top of those. Gotta take my meds in 9 minutes. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's start at the very top, because that is honestly how you're supposed to power wash things. You're supposed to start with the top and then move your way down so that the dirt doesn't, so you're not cleaning the same dirt twice. And I'm not gonna get a ding because I gotta do the underside. Let's get a bit of this while we're at it. Hold on. Oop, I can get the sides of these while I'm at it. Actually, let's get the undersides again. "21 days till ZA releases." Woo! Actually, I'm gonna go on this one and then check that that one's clean. Aha, it's not. Only reason I keep count is the calendar widget. Hell yeah. I mean, hey, that's what it's made for. Keeping track of dates.
Brain's going at like -4 miles an hour because I remembered a story I heard the other day.
Oh.
And it was so dumb.
Ooh,
So
do
this
tell.
guy is like, am I overreacting for wanting to like break up with my girlfriend because she's not as intellectual as me? And this guy's basically, yeah, my girlfriend's smart, but I want her to be smarter and have like actual like intellectual conversations with me. But the way he's writing makes no fucking sense. There's no grammar, no spelling. Like,
I sense
he thinks
incel
he's
behavior.
smart. And then he mentioned that he was in the armed forces, and I'm like, oh, is he a Marine by any chance? What's his favorite flavor of crayon? No, Air Force. But still, what's his favorite flavor of crayon?
Yeah.
We need to know.
Because before you start saying your girlfriend isn't an intellectual, you gotta tell us what you were doing there, buddy. Buddy pal.
So, he basically insinuates that he has a crush on her best friend.
Oh no.
And that, like, they just click because they're able to have, like, meaningful conversations while his girlfriend is, like, not willing to have meaningful conversations. Like, he's like, yeah, she's like a doctor or something, but like, we can't really have like these deep, meaningful conversations. And the guy reading it was just like, you just know that he just sits up in bed, like, at 2 o'clock in the morning, and goes, the stars are actually space helicopters.
Yep.
And she's like, yes, that's right, dear. And I think
Like,
I'm
buddy, if your girl doesn't seem like, if you say your girl is smart, but she can't keep up with your intellectual conversations, that might be on you, buddy. That just might be on you.
Your conversations might not be intellectual. She just might not understand you at all. Because you are speaking gibberish.
Mm-hmm.
While she's like a scientist or something.
Alright, now I should be able to do the sides of these. Which will make my job easier later because I'm not worrying about trying to do all of this. There we go. Now let's get these washed down real quick. Perfect. Next one. I'm telling you, Doc, even if I'm goosed on CO2, I can still tell the difference between a limping ginger cat and a pyroclastic flow. Dude, I'm not your doctor. You don't need to tell me this.
Well, the fire department probably made him seem like he was absolutely crazy. But like, he's like, yeah, no, that is the mayor's cat.
I mean, hey, I don't doubt you, buddy. I've seen the mayor's cat in some weird places, too. Right, and then I think there's one more propeller blade to clean. Lovely. That's what all hallucinating people say. That's why it's so hard to tell the difference between someone who's hallucinating and not when they're telling you, like, oh, I'm not, or I swear I'm seeing the truth. You have to see it for yourself. Otherwise, they sound the same. Let's clean the front of these. Make it a bit smaller. There we go. BRB medicine time. Hell yeah! Get those medicine. Get those medicine. Get that medicine. Jeez.
Those medicine?
Those medicine!
They're getting away! Scooby-Doo villain voice. If it wasn't for those medicine kids.
Alright, there. Now I should be able to finish cleaning the rotor blades. Perfect. A lot of the hard parts of this game are literally just making sure you're in a good spot to try and get every angle. I do have 2, but only when I have to take twice a day.
caught a shiny Baneri today.
Ooh.
First shiny
Pink
I've seen
bluey.
in like days. Yeah. Had worse stats than my first shiny Baneri, so now I have a shiny Lopunny and a shiny Baneri. But they
Hell
both
yeah.
have like terrible stats anyway. And I swear, if I see another Scyther, I am ignoring it. Because I have caught like 4 shiny Scythers now. I named 2 of them the names that I wanted to name them. Evolved one of them. And then I have named the other 2 after other Pokemon. Because I think it would be funny trading those away. And then like, the name can't be changed or something.
Yeah.
So every time you look up Huntail, you just got this big green bug.
Totally bring this over to the tail. It has been taken. Woo! I love that there's no just downside to jumping off of shit in this game.
Most games you'd be like, ah, my ankles.
But in Power Wash Simulator, no. You just carry on washing. There we go. Main character's just a cat. Gasp! Mayhaps they are the mayor's cat in disguise!
See, the mayor's cat is and can be anywhere and everywhere at once.
Mayor's cat is omnipresent, omnipotent.
Omnipotent?
Omnipotent, yes. That'd be funny if that were the case. Yeah, it would explain our cat-like reflexes. And the fact that we can come up from a prone position to on our feet in a single jump.
Honestly, both of you to assume that we're not the neighbor's cat. Or the mayor's cat.
The mayor's cat,
And
yeah.
the neighbors.
And the neighbors. We are every cat all at once. The
Oh my
reason
God,
cats
we are
hate
every cat.
water. Cats hate water because they worry it might unveil their secret identity as the world's power washers.
Oh. I had to explain to not 1 but 2 kids I work with that cats aren't inherently afraid of water. Or, like, don't necessarily hate water.
Yeah.
Like, I see videos all the time of people who are like, yeah, my cat likes to join me in the shower.
Or like, I put some water in the tub and my cats climbed in and now I'm having a bubble bath with my cats.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh,
and
one
like,
thing's for sure, letting the chief know my predicament saved my smoky bacon. I owe you one. Good!
oh wait, does he actually have smoked bacon? That would be really yummy.
Aww. I mean, bacon
but,
is technically already smoked, but... it's part of the curing process. Anyway.
Yeah, you can smoke it further. But like, one kid was like hell-bent on Catnap, the Poppy Playtime character, absolutely detesting water in like the I can't even let a droplet touch me or I'll go insane.
So ender
Wait.
minerals.
Yeah.
I believe,
And I'm
like,
buddy, He's
Someone,
not an Enderman.
yeah, cats hate water so much they'll just scream and run if they touch it, and I'm like, you are mistaking it for a Minecraft Enderman. Cats are not Endermen. Endermen exist in the video game Minecraft.
Yeah. And then the other one, he brought up, the other kid brought up, the, like, video trend of, like, putting a cucumber behind a cat while
Yup.
they're not looking.
Which doesn't
They're
work on
afraid
every
of
cat.
cucumbers.
It doesn't work on
They're
every cat.
afraid of cucumbers. Like, have you seen a cat that's afraid of cucumbers? I'm like, they're not afraid. They're startled by the presence of something that wasn't there before.
And usually it's the ones that are still wrapped that they're more spooked by.
Because it's unnaturally shiny.
Mm-hmm. It never worked on my cat. I was like, I like peak cucumber trend. I was like, I'm gonna spook my cat by putting a cucumber in front of him. He just didn't react.
Yeah. My dog has been scratching at my door for a bit. I'm gonna let him in.
Alright. I remember when my family was shocked by me knowing sugarcane was sugarcane. But it's sugarcane. It's a natural source of sugar.
Huh?
And in school, when I immediately knew poppies were poppies.
Yeah.
My teachers were confused when I knew fractions before we were taught fractions.
Man, it's not like people can learn outside of school or anything. Yeah, the second kid was like, but cats are afraid of cucumbers. I'm like, no, they're not.
No, they ain't.
They are not afraid of cucumbers. They are startled because it wasn't there when they looked away. Like, if someone just popped up behind you, you'd be startled, but not really afraid of that person.
I only knew those because of Minecraft. Hell yeah. Minecraft. Educating the youth since... insert year.
Like 2010-ish?
2010-ish, yeah.
Not the exact year, but they just celebrated like 15 or something.
And 2010 was when it was huge on YouTube.
So yeah. 2009, 2010, something like that. Including the beta.
Yeah, it is weird to think about how we're older than Minecraft. It just feels like it's always been there. Like, actually, there's an anime that I was fascinated by when I found it a few years ago called Princess Tutu. I was recently informed that it came out the year I was born. It's as old as me! Needless to say, the level of animation really held up. You can tell it's not modern, but it held up.
Yeah. Speaking of anime, in one of the Reddit story videos that I watched yesterday, there was this guy
Oh boy.
living in a house with his husband and his son. And he just like lists off the characters. It's just like me, this old, this profession, or like interest in something, husband, this age, lovely person, and then like son, 13, likes anime.
Likes anime! God!
And he like says like, yeah, I've been trying to get into anime because my son likes it and I want to be able to discuss it with him, and I'm like, aww.
Aww.
But that's
well,
not like
yeah, it's not just a general thing. You gotta find the one that your son likes, and then you can get into
no.
that with him.
No. That's just like a side part of the story. Like that's not the main reason you went to Reddit. Um. So he like lists off everybody else, and his way of storytelling is very matter of fact, and I love it.
Oh boy.
And like he just lists off like he's like, yeah, so my brother did something stupid and talked shit about his lawyer girlfriend or fiance. And now I no longer have a future sister-in-law. But I still do have her as a friend because she's really cool. I'm like, good. And so he got kicked out of his house. Because it was her house.
Yep.
And now, he wants to stay with me. And my parents say I should do it for the family. Do it for the family person.
Every time
It's
someone
like a
says
cease and
do it for
desist
the
letter.
Exactly! Every single time someone says do it for the family, it's just like, are you
Okay,
doing
what
this
about
because you actually have returned it and tried it yourself? No? Have you done the same for me that you're expecting me to try and do for you? No? Fuck off.
He lists off very valid reasons why his brother should not be allowed to live in his house.
Oh boy.
And it's basically give an inch, he takes a mile. Like, he, as a kid, had to, like, sneak into his brother's room to grab his, like, his gaming console from him. And there was, like, yogurt stains on it.
No!
And, like, he would just take his stuff, or, like, would, like, just be in his room and be like, yeah, this is mine now. And then, like, wouldn't do chores or anything, and then, like, there's another good thing that came out of it. You remember we moved into Florian's old place?
Oh boy. What kind of weird news am I gonna be handed next? Well, I guess who's a copter pilot? No! Hi, Kai.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
sorry about that. I had to fight every demon in the world, also known as my dog's hunger issues.
Anyway, it's rude to text him. This man just got rescued from a volcano and is now on a date.
And is a copter pilot. Wait, no. That's Florian. Florian's a copter pilot. Cool. Yeah, so, okay, brief recap of the story I was explaining. Guy and his husband and his son are asked to house his,
Brother.
entitled mooching brother.
Oh,
Who talked shit about his fiance and got
Who was
from
a
nothing.
lawyer.
And she's a lawyer. And everyone's saying do it for the family, but this brother takes and takes and takes, never gives. He's had to steal his own things back from his brother. And also, a side plot, OP is trying to learn anime or get into anime so that he can discuss it with his son. But he just can't. He's trying so hard. He wants to like anime. He's just having trouble and problems. Yeah. So after the family's like, hey, you really just need to do this, just take him in. Do it. And after enough deliberation between him and his husband, because every conversation that his son and his brother would have would turn into an intervention. I don't know on whose part, but it was probably the brother trying to intervene in the son's whatever it is.
Yep.
And so, like, he'd have to, like, legit stop arguments and stuff between his brother and his son. And so, after enough time of this, he and his husband were like, hey, we've come to the decision that we will not be hosting him. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh yeah, that's like the best choice.
Mm-hmm. Especially
And
if
the
he keeps fighting with
parents-
their kid.
Yeah. It's like, it would not be healthy for any of us involved. Parents are like harassing him about it, their sister's harassing him about it. Just anybody and everybody is just like, hey, no, do it for family.
You know, you
Like,
can't expect
family
someone
helps
who's
family.
raising a kid to be willing to keep another family member in the house if the family member can't respect the boundaries they're setting for raising their child.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a bunch of that going on. Just a lot of trying to guilt trip and stuff.
Ugh.
Yep.
And they got together with the ex,
Mm-hmm.
and she helped write a sternly worded letter
Oh.
that basically was like, my son, my husband, and I are not willing to house my greedy, lazy brother who doesn't do shit and who hasn't,
Mm-hmm.
according to his fiance or ex-fiance, had a job the entire time they were together. He hasn't had one. He had made up excuses, but like, yeah, no job. And like, how can we be sure that that would change in our house? And basically, if you don't want him, take him to the shelter. Like,
We
do
are
it for the
raising
family.
a
You are
child.
also family.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can do it. We have our own family to worry about. Just the three of us. And it's just a very nicely worded, go fuck yourself.
Hell yeah.
I love nicely worded go fuck yourselves.
And then, like, the brother.
Oh, you got a hello Kai in chat from Conton and Tromblums.
Oh,
Oh.
Trumbull, indeed. So, like, the parents were like, yeah, no, we've told him he needs to find a place to stay. And OP was like, cool. Do not send him to our house. You already know what's gonna happen. And, they go on vacation for a little bit.
Oh no.
Like, out of town for the weekend.
Oh no.
And he, the brother, tried to, like, so the ex gave important tips. Like, hey, he'll probably try to break in
Mm-hmm.
if he doesn't have a place to stay. Call the cops, give a description, give a picture, tell them the name, tell them the situation. So that if they are called, they will know what to look for. Or if he breaks in, they will know who to look for.
Mm-hmm.
Basically what everyone should have been doing in the austere academy. But no. Fuck you, Vice Principal Nero.
Mm-hmm.
And so they go out of town. And sure enough, neighbor calls them. He goes, hey, somebody's on your porch, like, demanding to be let in. And they're like, okay, call the cops. And so the cops are called. Because after a while of, like, banging on the door and yelling, the guy tries to, like, get in through a window or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because they also changed the locks, so no one else had a spare key.
Mm-hmm.
And so the cops caught him. And then the mom gets a call. No, the mom calls OP and it's like, hey, your brother's in a bit of legal trouble. Could you guys come back from vacation and help deal with this?
No.
And, uh, and he's like, hey, I already know what happened because my neighbor called me. He tried to break into my house. No. He is your problem. And I am washing my hands of him. Do not talk to me about him again.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Love how you can just summon those.
Oh, I didn't summon it. I grabbed it and moved it.
Oh.
But you can
I'm
only
just
put them in
really
certain
fucking
spots.
buff.
Do you know the text that's like, you know how we moved into Florian's old place? Guess who's a copter pilot now? I had the thought that Calvin suddenly became a helicopter pilot because he moved into the house.
It's like,
That'd
well,
be funny.
free employment, I guess.
It's
It
free
comes
job.
with the house. Here's your helicopter pilot certification. It comes with the deed to the house. Here's your keys.
No training required.
They say
And
no
then you touch
step
the paper.
anyway.
You touch the paper, and then all of the knowledge of how to fly a helicopter is dropped into your brain.
Like the F-16 video.
Yeah, I stole an F-16.
Oh, F-16. That song has been running through my brain at Mach 50 since it came out.
I need to teach myself the rest of the lyrics to that thing. It's hilarious. Just try a flight simulator and sing that.
Oh yeah.
I had the second place Eagle song for Brock's Gym stuck in my head, running on repeat, for the last like day and a half.
Oh no.
And it's basically just a guide of like what to use if you picked which starter.
Damn.
For Brock's Gym, yeah, your starter, and also your starter if you picked Bulbasaur and Squirtle. And, well, it can depend on who you are, what you want to do. If you're playing Fire Red, Mankey is a good option because it gets a low kick at a decent level. Of course, you could go with Nidoran because of double kick, but Onix has a really high base defense. So you logically want something with a good special attack stat, preferably with either a ground, water, or grass type move, which aren't really common in the area. I'm trying to remember, I know there's a low level I think specifically it's like Butterfree was the recommendation one generation. I think it's the earliest generation just because of how high its special attack stat was. And because Onix in the very first generation did not have a singular rock type move, so Butterfree couldn't be one shot.
Exactly.
But other than that, you want something with a low kick option, which is Mankey, so I guess go and find Mankey.
While we're talking about Pokemon, I checked my my Snapchat, and my friend that I had done streaks with for like 4 years straight. This was more like 7, but yeah. She sent me for the snap of the day. Had a wild dream that I went undercover to infiltrate Team Rocket with the help of an Absol that could turn back time.
Damn!
That does sound sick as hell.
Hell of a plot.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I think I would, if I'm truly being logical, I would be an Absol if I was a Pokemon. Not for any edgy reasons, not because it's just a cool mix of, like, deer, dog, cat, predator thing. No. Because those things must have crippling anxiety.
Yup. Oh, there's
And
the
I
dirt
don't know about
missed.
you guys, but... Say that again?
I was like, oh, there's the dirt I missed.
I don't know about you guys. When I was in middle school and high school, I got really, really obsessed with the Weather Channel, specifically the documentaries. I feel like I'm saying that wrong.
Documentaries.
Documentaries, thank you. The documentaries of natural disasters. I got so hyperfixated on those.
Uh-huh.
I would watch them daily in class. It was so bad. And then I go, oh, I wouldn't be an Absol. I'd be something else. And then I'm like, I have crippling anxiety. I tend to get ostracized from social groups quite often because of how I act. One of my major hyperfixations is natural disasters and other, like, extreme events. Of course I'm an Absol.
Nice. Okay, in No Mic, I have sent the link to the video.
Is it that one, God, what's his name? It's not, is it Trigger in 7?
No.
Titan Place Eagle. Oh, what's this dude?
There's a group that hasn't posted in 7 years.
Damn.
Is dirt on this side? Yes. There's a bit of dirt on this side. Okay, that's one. Ah, it's one of the windows now. Cockpit ladder.
I love Juve just firing point blank on this dang thing.
I mean, there's dirt. It needs to be obliterated. Okay, where is the rest? There's definitely still some on here, because it didn't ding. There's also some on this tire, because it also didn't ding. There it is. Aha! What the fuck? Sorry, I just read one of the new chapters of One Piece. No spoilers! I'm not caught up!
No spoilers.
I need to get caught up.
That was the fastest no spoilers I've heard you say in a while.
Normally, I love spoilers, but for One Piece, I need to get caught up. I violently need to get caught up. is still dirty. Oh, just a bit of mud down there. Move, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way!
It does not want to get out.
There's a bit. One there. Okay, the tire is still dirty. Where?
There.
It's a bit more. Right now it's the landing gear. Is it?
Just listened to the Brock Unlock song again.
Yeah.
And my favorite part is like, if you start with Charmander, that's the hardest one. Take his Pokemon out with Ember or Scratch. Or, you can be a man and go get a Caterpie.
Hold
It'll
on,
evolve
Mayor,
into Butterfree level 10.
Mayor Jeff Jefferson asked something, so we'll check that out.
Yeah.
That was fun. Flawless again, you're a class act, F.A. As it happens, when the TV crews and senators found out we'd only rescued Cal and not the cat, they were a no-show. Still,
Oh my
at least the
God.
copter
Damn.
will be nice and clean to go back to Columbus. Thanks again. You're welcome here anytime. And if you ever fancy adding an element of danger to your hose work, let me know. I'll put the word in.
Are you gonna clean the volcano?
Who knows?
You might have to.
Alright, here's the message he sent. Dirt Finder, I need your assistance at the mansion as a matter of the greatest urgency.
Is it?
Dirt Finder, someone with too much time and egg on their hands has seen fit to bombard my magnificent abode with ballistics most foul. Don't ask me why, I'm as fair and noble a mayor as this town has ever seen. Sure.
So this
As
sound's always been corrupt? Got it.
As I'm sure you appreciate, security is at a premium right now, so I'm afraid I won't be allowing you into my property. Instead, I've provided you with a voucher for an extra long washer extension. It's for the cheapest one. I'm not made of money. One last thing, there might be a small element of graffiti on the gates. Please remove that as well while you're out there. Much obliged, JJXIII.
Jeez, that's...
That's
Alright.
Jefferson the 13th.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Ha! He got egged. And he did... No, not even some to look... Just to peek over the walls. Ass.
This
Anyway,
is like one of
let's-
those carnival shooter games.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Alright, extra long extension available in shop. Gonna have to buy it for the 15,000. Well. Gotta go down to the 15,000. How annoying. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Oh, this is evil.
Mm-hmm.
He said it's the cheapest one. This man's worse with spending than Ebenezer Scrooge.
Cause even the line one, the thinnest line one I have, won't get all the way there. So I'm gonna have to do the entire thing with the dot.
Maybe it'll work on, like, the actual building. That one is a bit farther away.
Well, then I wonder if I've got the, hold on. It would be the equipment. Do they have the spinny? They have the turbo nozzle. I usually don't use it, but... And let's get the soap nozzle, just in case, just to make this a little quicker.
found out the reason why I was getting so many ads on the watch togethers.
Yeah?
YouTube, when you're not logged in, will just show you ads, like every 2 minutes.
Yep.
Evil.
And since it doesn't automatically log into your, like, YouTube when it starts, yeah.
Anyway, I have so much lore and I'm going insane. I am going insane. Understandable, Kanton.
Mood.
This one might need the sniper rifle treatment. There we go.
Because it is on a roof that is angled away. Hey, that... whoever graffitied the house and, like, egg bombed it must have, like, $1 million. There's
Yeah!
like $1 million in eggs.
And they also hit the gate with some eggs, so...
And a farm.
Or it was several people and they just bought out the grocery store
Yeah.
of all their eggs. God, one of my kids at work has chickens. And he will excitedly tell me about, like, if a chicken has laid their first egg or whatever. But also, he, like, won't explain who the chickens are. He'll just be like,
Aw.
yeah, so Tiffany laid her first egg. And I'm like, wait, who's Tiffany? One of my chickens, duh. And I'm like, okay, you did not explain that you have a chicken named Tiffany. But go on. First egg, okay, cool. But then, every, like, few weeks, he'll go, hey, we have a bunch of eggs. Like, do you need eggs? Are you good on eggs? I'm like, we're very good on eggs. My parents buy the 36-pack. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna need eggs soon? I'm like, no, we are good on eggs. I do not need eggs. He's like, okay, but it's like $6 a dozen. And I'm like, that is not a deal. That is not a deal.
Yeah, that's like $2 an egg.
That's 50 cents an egg, but still.
Right, 6. My brain did the maths the other way around for some reason.
The reverse math.
To be
It
fair,
makes
my
me
brain is just
$24
so
a dozen.
frustrated from handling that stupid garage.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Mayor, if you don't pay me more, I'm going to legitimately strangle you.
Yeah, he's paying what, like 350 bucks?
Yeah, hold on, let me check how much he's paying me. 350. Pay me more!
No, he's a money scrunger.
Imagine if you could, like, walk away from jobs
God, but I don't have another job after
like
this
everyone
one.
else. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, I think it was the Edith's house. For the
Yeah,
Resident
other
YouTubers.
power washers walked away from it.
Yeah.
On
You're the
God,
only
can
power
I not?
washer in town.
Hold on,
No,
I have
you
to
need
hit
to-
this with the fucking tiny one.
Yeah. It's like all the other power washers in town, like, walked away from us when we asked them to do this, and you're the only one that said yes. It's like, yeah, because I need jobs.
Mhm.
And finishing them
And-
is
The
the
other
only
power
way to get
washers take
more.
everything.
Yeah. But like, imagine if it was just like every few minutes. Well, not every few minutes, but like at a certain amount of progress, like 75% or something.
Mhm.
You got just like another request for like something small instead of just having to finish. You'd be
Mhm.
like, okay,
Which you do
I
get them
am done
partway
with the mayor's
through.
house for the day.
You do often
Yeah.
get them partway through.
But like, if you could just swap between them,
You can.
like, but then never finish the mayor's house.
God, I wish.
He deserves to be forever egged.
Yeah.
He needs his cat on a leash.
God, I bet he's like one of those outdoor cat owners who's like, my cat is fine. She needs enrichment by hunting birds and squirrels.
Buddy, Ulysses is not fine. He was just found at a volcano.
Yeah, dude, you're the mayor. You can afford to get a catio. You can afford to add a couple little shelves for your kitty cat. Your kitty cat that you love so much you've got the entire town looking for.
With what window screens?
True.
Because usually for a catio, we have to open the window at least partially.
Mm-hmm. This man could afford to have a couple of squares of glass removed to add an entrance to the catio. God, there's Hinja too! Oh, this bitch! This motherfucker!
There's one person I saw who has 2 cats who, unfortunately, both of them have lost both of their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So, very blind cats. And she takes them out for supervised outdoor visits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I think that could work for other cats, where you bring them outside so they can frolic in the grass, and then you take them out back inside after they're done frolicking in the grass.
Mm-hmm, because
Yeah.
if your cats are gonna be outside, you need to supervise the shit out of them.
Yeah. That just reminded me of a story that one of the 6th grade teachers told while he was doing our reading/history lesson.
Mm-hmm.
We would do those like once or twice a quarter when we could all line up our schedules. Just like a rotation day or something.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, so when I was relatively newly married, I didn't really want a pet. And then I came home, and there was this thing just running in circles in our living room. And turns out that he was a blind kitten.
Oh.
You know what I named him? Seymour.
Feed me Seymour.
And apparently Seymour would chase butterflies.
Aw.
But like he'd feel them go by and then chase after them.
Oh, buddy.
And so they'd be gone. And then like he'd like feel another one go by the other way and chase it that way, but a little too late. And I'm like, oh my god, that sounds adorable, but also heartbreaking because he's never gonna catch those butterflies.
This is why you get a fake one and have it brush by him and then he grabs it.
Mm-hmm.
God,
the
those
cat
kids
is
got good
dopamine.
aim. Look at how high that is. Those kids got good aim.
Mm-hmm.
Those kids probably have the help of a fire truck.
I
They're
wouldn't
in
be
the cherry picker, like
surprised.
right next to the window, just smashing it on the window.
They've got
The worst
those, like,
part is, like-
electrical cars. Not electrical cars, you know those when you're fixing the power lines?
Ah, yep.
Yeah, the little bucket that you go up in.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently people call those cherry pickers
Yep.
Oh. Huh.
because it's at least when my grandparents still lived where they used to live, there's oranges everywhere, and so we'd go out sometimes with this tool that was like a broom handle, like a broomstick, with a basket with claws. That was our orange
Yeah.
picker for going up high, so I can imagine a cherry picker wouldn't be much different.
I'm caught up. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, I need to kill the mayor. Anyone know any good assassins?
Only fictional
yeah.
ones.
Whoa.
Hansel and Gretel.
True.
No, they're bank robbers.
They're bank
Doesn't mean
robbers,
they
but I
can't
bet I
kill.
could spend them nice. I bet I could give them a nice pretty penny. Colossal number of eggs, isn't it? Yeah, awful lot of eggs. Seems you've got a lot of enemies, Mayor Jefferson the 13th.
Imagine if it was 1 egg per person and the entire town just showed up to egg his house.
Governor Stevens says he's never seen such a sustained attack of eggs. Sure is suspicious that your
I'm tired.
house got hit with so many. There's over 100 of them, launched over a period of 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Mayor Jeff, do you have any enemies that you know of?
The whole town. I am literally imagining like a group text that has every person in town besides the mayor,
Mm-hmm.
and they all get together and just they each lob one
Yep.
egg.
They all got up collectively and went, okay, let's go over there and destroy the place.
I walk into this party, everyone I have ever met was there, and everyone was chucking eggs like it was the end of the world.
Somebody threw an egg at my door. Somebody threw an egg at the columns. Oh, worst of all, they graffitied the fence.
I don't know who did it.
But he's really pissed about it. I don't know what to do.
Well, you see,
And then there's like
there's this.
the antique photo is someone's like, come here, I got something to show ya. And it's like a secret drawer in their dresser. And in that secret drawer is a false bottom. Never a good thing to have. And he pulls out this photo album and he opens it, and inside are pictures of him standing holding a paint can next to thousands of different graffiti sites all over the city. And I said, why? Why do you do this?
Because it's the one thing they can't wash off.
I say, scribbling permanent ink onto the guy's forehead.
See, permanent ink's just alcohol ink. Usually.
Mm-hmm.
Not this kind.
Okay. Hold on.
That's fair.
Where's the... There it is. Jeez, it blended in with the pillar.
I'm just imagining the guy just has like a drawer that just has 2 receipts. One for paint cans, one for all the eggs in the city.
I imagine that he, like, you know how you can collapse boxes? Yeah, he just got a crate of eggs, and that box is just collapsed in there like a memento.
Mm-hmm.
And he saved like a lid from every color of paint can.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's the window cleaned. Oh good, the wall was surprisingly compliant. Now how am I gonna get that? It's probably part of it. No, it's not. Oh, perfect. I don't know what I'm standing on, but I'm certainly not going to question it. I'm literally standing on nothing.
Technically the wall.
My toes are gripping harder than they've ever gripped.
Damn. This power washer's got them toe shoes.
I got the
barefoot
rock
shoes.
climbing shoes.
That go
You've
with the
gotten
stupid
one-
socks that are just gloves for your feet.
Yeah!
Mm-hmm.
Alright, the rest of the dirt on that pillar is there. Alright, that should be a stupid house cleaned. No, I missed a fucking window! There, is that all of them? Is his stupid house cleaned? Hold on.
Can you check your log?
Ah, one of them! Which of you is it? That one!
There.
Okay, let's check one more time. Wall base is which one?
That one.
Okay.
The entire house is done.
And now I have to handle the fence, which will be a lot easier.
Oh,
No.
significantly.
Yeah, because now I can actually swap to the pressure washer that's meant for graffiti. Let's go for stubby gun, because it's close. Alright. You know, I'm gonna
That's not
check.
coming on.
I'm gonna check the stats for my other pressure washers. So this is the medium duty. Oh yeah, no, this one would probably be better. I gotta use the 3000. Yeah, short extension. There we go.
Yay.
I figured out a very interesting thing about one of the kids that I
Oh.
work with.
The sheer variety
Oh.
of hue in the yolks.
Attention-seeking behaviors. That's all I'm going to say.
Uh-oh.
Because it is very specific today. I will explain off of stream.
From a rich ochre to an almost lemon yellow. What else are
For
you gonna
the
say,
safety
Mayor?
of people.
Quite mesmerizing set against my pure white alabaster pillars. Yes, pure
Then what would you
white
want it called,
alabaster.
Mayor?
Yeah, you're treating it like an art exhibit, buddy. Do you want it or do you want me to wash it off?
Wash it off regardless. Make him suffer.
I have french fries.
Ooh.
I just remembered because I am drinking a prickly pear raspberry lemonade that my
Yeah.
coworker bought me today. And then she gave me her fries because she didn't want them, but she got a combo so she could get the drink. So I have
Valid.
kind of soggy cold fries because I forgot about it for 3 hours.
Mood.
Yep,
4 hours.
4 hours, yeah.
Hey, it's food. It's edible.
It's fries.
Like, yeah, my coworker bought me lemonade today, and I'm like, oh.
Aww.
For signs of love.
Oh, another coworker saw this bag I made. It's just the market bag. Just a big mesh bag that I've been using to carry my crochet stuff around at work. Because when you're making a cardigan and you have giant ass cakes of yarn, that's not gonna fit in my backpack.
No.
It's just not. And so she's like, hey, I want one like that, same size. I'm like, okay, what colors? And you'll have to give me the yarn. And at least a little extra. Though my coworker, the one I work with the closest, will just do it for like the cost of the yarn. Either you supply it or pay for the yarn. But I would like to be compensated at least a little more than just yarn cost.
Yep.
And so she's like, okay, just tell me what kind. So my coworker tells her, Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn. And I go, I love this yarn. Cotton. Make sure it's cotton, because it won't stretch as much, which is good for when you want things to be stable.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what I show up to work to on Monday?
Not the cotton one.
My coworker goes, hey, so she went to Hobby Lobby this weekend and got yarn.
Say does your works van have a logo? Only I want a job doing, but don't want anyone else finding out. I'm sure you know my poor old Ulysses, the mayor cat is still... Yes, I know your cat is still missing, the absolute menace. We've all been frantic with work... Buddy, the poor firefighters.
We?
I think you mean you, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm worried that you got a cat on the loose, but...
I'm worried that he even has a cat.
God, he even has his fucking initials monogrammed on the gate.
Yeah, I saw that first thing and I was like, oh god.
I couldn't see it, it was covered in graffiti.
I was waiting for Jupe to notice, to see the crash out.
Dear God. You know what, I'm gonna just, I hope... In my head, I'm imagining this breaking through the window. Just cutting a perfect little circular hole in the window and shooting through his head.
I'll tell you
Very,
a fun
very
little...
slowly. The erosion will go very slowly. Unless you use hot water. Which will go a little faster. Yeah, but anyways, my coworker pulls out a Hobby Lobby bag.
Oh no.
It's got 4 skeins of acrylic yarn.
No!
For standard, I love this yarn. For $5.49 or $4.99 skeins of yarn. And she's like, I want a bag in this one, and a little pouch in this one, and a matching hat. And then I want another bag in this one. And she's like, okay, first off, 1, you got the wrong yarn. 2, you're gonna need way more than this.
Yeah. People who don't do fiber crafts don't understand how much it takes.
I legit was gonna tell her to go with me to the store so I could point out what to get. But no. She's just like, oh, there's one by my house, okay.
Like, I was picking up yarns for my Sky Kid plush. And I needed 2 of any color, because they said you need 500. And the balls were, like, around 250. And my mom was like, why are you grabbing so much? And I'm like, because the instructions say I need double the amount that each of these has. It won't work if I have half.
There were larger ones. I'd grab those instead.
But they're not.
Yep. And usually if you want a specific kind of a specific feel of a specific color, they won't have it in multiple sizes unless you're really lucky, and then it'll probably be in a different aisle.
Yeah.
Like they have
I recently found out that there are like there's a yarn that is basically worsted weight version of the like baby yarn that I like at Hobby Lobby. It only took me several months of using the same yarn to figure that out.
Oh,
And already being, like,
other people from
halfway
the
through.
town have reported missing cats too. It was the same when I started wearing chinos. I don't think this has to do with you, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think your cat would want to look at you wearing chinos, so yeah. Yeah, unfortunately when I found this yarn, I was already like halfway through like the border of my cardigan, so I couldn't I didn't want to redo everything. I was like, we'll just keep it consistent, work with the same yarn. Then, if we want to do anything else with it, or another project like it, we'll use this.
Mm-hmm. I have to be really careful with fiber crafts, and it's one of the reasons why I don't do it. Because my hands are so fiber sensitive that even if at like first touch it seems like I'll be fine, I can touch it for like 5 minutes and suddenly it's no longer a good texture.
Mm-hmm.
So far, one of the only yarn things that I've found that's a safe texture is a blanket that Jube made. I think that's the only yarn I've been able to consistently touch without freaking out.
It's made of
With
a
the chenille yarn?
chenille based, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is funny because
Yeah,
that's the
Jupa
one
showed
people
me as they
usually.
were working on it.
Yeah, chenille is usually one that people have more textural issues with because of the tons of tiny little fibers, but
I know,
There's
it's weird.
inconsistencies in chenille yarns. Like, I hate Bernat. Like, chenille yarns, whether it's blanket or baby, like baby blanket, whatever. But like just the Michaels brand, Loops and Threads.
I think this
That
was
stuff
Loops
is
and
great.
Threads.
Yeah. And the big twist when Joanna was around wasn't my favorite except for like one of them, because they had a couple different lines of it. But yeah,
You know,
it's
my
like,
local
you
Michaels.
gotta be very selective.
You have to like double check it. Sometimes they'll have little knitted or crocheted swatches in store you can like touch for a bit. Because the textures will often be quite different once they're actually turned into fabric.
So you can love it in the skein, but not in a project.
Yeah, no, my local Michaels has like the wall racks of yarn, like actual like little shallower racks, and then they got the giant shelves, multiple rows, and it's like, okay, they're vaguely sorted by color, vaguely.
They should be sorted by type, and
I
then
think
color.
they're sorted by a bit of both.
Yeah. Because I found like Chenille Home and then Chenille Home Slim are in two different places, but they have roughly the same colors because they are different weights.
Yep. Luckily, I don't
know
have
mine sorts by the fiber type.
I'd have to check. I think mine's by fiber type and then color. Konton says, luckily I don't have texture issues. I have hearing, smell, and sight light sensitive issues.
Yep. I have no sense of smell, so I'm safe on that end. I can my sense of smell is very thin. But I also have the vision and the hearing ones, and I have pretty decently bad texture ones. Fun fact, I can't have, like, thin layers of water on my hands. Like, tiny little drops of water. You cannot do them.
Valid.
Especially if it's...
Oh, I hated... Like, I have always hated, like, having to use a public restroom. Just because
yep.
it's just awkward. But also, like, when the paper towel dispenser doesn't do its job, or, like, it's one of the weird ones where you, like, have to pull it down.
If the place is empty
and then,
enough,
like,
I
just
just
against
start...
something.
If the place is empty enough when that happens, I just shake my hands violently until they're dry.
Yeah, I will shake my hands and then we'll use the paper towels. But if there's no paper towels, shirt.
Yes.
But like when they started putting in the like fan-based ones, I was like, I am drying my hands completely, Mom. They will not be cold or wet.
Konton says, I hate having smell issues because I cough so... Yeah, that's valid. Anyway, many thanks for your work, Dirt Finder. That's more like the kind of magnificent mansion you'd conclude a multi-million-pound deal inside, is it not? Much obliged. JJ the 13th.
Why is he paying you in American money?
No clue.
Or even worse, Canadian.
Ooh, clean the
Because-
carousel.
Ooh. Oh my god, he's paying you in Canadian dollars so he can really shortchange you.
No!
Mhm.
Stacy Peachy. Psst! Power washer! I've just joined the traveling carnival pitching up at the recreation ground. You may have seen us. Purchased a beautiful classic carousel, but I'm worried about being outgunned by the owners of the bigger rides. It's pretty filthy. Was gonna clean it up myself, and then I thought, what'd happen if I gave her a deep clean and really made her pop? Who'd want to slowly slide down a grubby helter-skelter when they can waltz around a pristine carousel, right? Make her ping and we'll both clean up. You'll arrive in a plain van, right? Don't want the competition to get the same idea. Sorry, I'm showing up in my fancy power washing van, buddy. It's free advertising. Oh god, it's still on. There we go.
Imagine you spray it and then immediately get electrocuted.
My name is Kevin Bernard, proprietor of Wengergloof's Carnival's Helter Skelter. Please state your business. No thanks.
Wangerloo? Interesting. No. Will not state
No.
business. Will
Like-
not even county business.
Yep. No. Little heart next to the word. State your business. Nunya.
What?
State your
No,
business.
you
State your business, winky face. Just no.
This, no.
state your business. Sticking it to you.
Just a little bit of restoration, buddy. Nothing to worry about. Exactly, Konton. No heart. God, I wish I had hand tracking. I could do silly little things like doing a silly little heart hands and it would show up.
Mm-hmm.
Alas.
Alas, that tech is expensive.
Yep.
Even just the tiny camera one, like that's a $200 camera, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I just had the dumbest idea.
Hmm?
Buy a Switch 2. But only for
Huh.
the camera. Like, you have to get the camera extension, so get it for the camera, stream your VTuber off of that.
God, that'd be so
Feels
much
so
setup,
bad.
though.
So much setup.
I'm gonna see if I can find a thing that at least tracks, like, keyboard clacks and all that, because that could be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Keyboard clacks are holding controller. I know a lot of people have those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I saw a YouTube short about this VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
First time I've ever seen this VTuber. And so she's telling a story about how she had nails.
Yes, the
When playing a
gamer
game.
girl! The one who literally cut off her nails because they were interfering with her controller.
Yes. That's what
Oh.
I was going to explain, Jube!
Sorry.
Yeah, so she was playing a game, had longish nails, and for some reason, her game kept like pausing. And then she looks down and notices that when she pressed the button, her nail would press the home button.
It was Silk Song.
Actually,
Yeah,
yeah, it was Silk
It was-
Song. I was like, is
it
it
was
Hollow
either
Knight? No,
Silk
it
Song
was
or
Silk
Hollow Knight.
Song. It was one of the
one
two.
of 'em. And so she goes in, like she cuts the nail off on stream, and is like, okay, I'm gonna have to deal with this. And then the next time that she goes to get her nails done, she goes in and is like, hey, so I need them to a very specific length. They're like, oh really? It's like, yeah, I'm a gamer. Okay. Well,
Actually,
how
I think
short
she
do you
said,
want 'em?
I need them. I just need mine. They're like, how short do you want
Like
them? And
a
she's like,
specific
controller
one.
short. And she's
Or
like,
something like that. And then she pulls out her controller to demonstrate how short she needs them. Just enough to not hit the button.
And they start laughing.
Which, honestly, she's such an icon for that.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, the short was like, "This is why I'm more gamer than girl."
Yeah.
I chopped off my nail because it kept messing with my playthrough.
I'm like, nails are expensive.
Yup!
They are. Unless you were a weird kid obsessed with warrior cats, and specifically did weird stuff with your nails to make sure they grew really well. Now your nails can grow to absurd length and are thankfully naturally thick because of genetics. And you could 100% turn them into talons whenever you wanted them to.
Yeah, but like getting your nails done, expensive.
Like acrylic's
either way.
expensive.
I used to get my nails done when I was a kid. A lot. It would be a thing that my mom, an old friend of mine, and her mom used to do often. And I have stopped doing that for a while now. If I want painted nails, I'll do it myself, but usually I don't paint my nails. I don't remember the last time I painted my nails.
I like painting them, like, cheaply with, like drugstore polish. But I remember when I was a little kid, my grandmother would take me to go get my hair cut, and the hair place also had a nail salon. And I was like, I want to get my nails did. And she's like, you'll do that when you're grown up. You can do that when you're grown up. Would you like pale pink or clear polish? And I'm like, Grandma, the point of painting your nails is so they're a different color.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, the royals paint their nails pink or clear. You want to be like the royals, don't you? And I'm like, do I look like I want to be guillotined?
Do you forget we live on top of the people who technically started the domino trail of the French Revolution? Because
and do you forget that I live in a place that is so connected to the French that honestly all they need to do is start picking up the revolutionary habits and there would be no royalty here? Hello, GM. Good to see you're alive.
Hello.
GM. Oh, I saw a video today.
Not
Yeah,
that grandmother. That grandmother.
Yeah, I saw a video today that was like, this is the closest you'll ever get to seeing a Marie Antoinette's wedding gown. And it was like the wedding gown of like a cousin of hers or something. And it had like silver threads and really nice beading and stuff. And she's like, and the waist, like the reason this dress is this small is not because they used corsets and stuff. It's because they were child brides.
Yep.
Marie Antoinette was married at like 14, and the French Revolution was when she was like 22.
Yep. That's
So
the
of
thing
course
that...
Let Them Eat Cake is attributed to her.
Because she's a child.
Literal child queen.
But because girls are vain and evil in any circumstance, obviously she's a monster.
And also because her detractors after her death would have been free to write history and decided to make all of the vain royal things that she did sound even worse. When honestly some of them did sound pretty bad. Like, they basically had like a huge trend, I believe, in royalty at the time was to build a little fake village where you can go out and LARP being a peasant.
Yeah.
But still with all the comforts of being royalty.
Jamestown.
Literally.
Like, props to the reenactors, but I would not. One of the Battle of the Books books, I think my 5th grade year, was about this girl from a reenactment town, and she didn't know it. And kids kept getting
No
sick.
one told her?
No, no one told her. But they weren't allowed to go to certain places in the town or do stuff.
New job, but from Hunterload. Hey there, are you free to come over to the national park? I've got a treehouse that sorely needs Hold on. That sorely needs de-sliming and de-griming if you can put the time in.
Oh, I think that was the one that he was talking about absolutely hating.
I see you have commenced work and you are a pressure washer. Oh boy.
Oh boy, yes. But this book, like, her friends kept disappearing.
Oh, surely Stacy doesn't think that cleaning her carousel will make it a more attractive prospect than my towering helter-skelter. It depends on how dirty your ride is, sir.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead, Parrot.
Girls' friends keep disappearing. They keep saying that, like, oh, like, she just got really, really sick and died and stuff.
Damn.
Turns out that these people who'd been living like this since, like, their kids were, like, babies and stuff, they had willingly, like, started families in this reenactment place that's, like, basically inside a museum.
Oh my gods.
Basically, it's like a tourist attraction to be, like, viewed from a visitor center or whatever. So they have cameras around. And so the reason they're not supposed to go places is because the cameras would be seen. And, like, the reason the windows are super thin is because they need to be able to see you. Yeah, it turns out that they'd been living like this for a while. No vaccines, no modern technology besides the occasional camera scene. And they've introduced diphtheria.
Oh no.
Yep.
She finds out, goes on the run to try and get help. And it's just very interesting seeing this girl who is supposedly from, like, 1848 actually be in, like, 2003 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
What's
it's just
that
like,
one
whoa.
movie that kind of broke the world where it's the guy who's living as a TV series?
Oh,
The Truman Show?
Yes, the Truman
Truman
Show.
Show. It's very Truman Show to me.
Yeah. It basically was that. Like, the people in Jamestown, they know. They willingly do this. They're not, like, told, hey, yeah, no, you have to pretend that your entire life before this didn't exist. None of that. They're actors, and often hobbyists, but, like, to live in a place like the book, and be a kid who has no idea that there's anything else besides 1848, like Virginia or something. That big no. I would not sign my kids up for that. I
Absolutely
wouldn't even
not.
agree to do it as an adult. Like, it was like an enclosed system, and then they just introduced diphtheria
Damn.
to make it more realistic.
They just went, oh yes, we'll introduce a serious disease into our reenactment to make it realistic.
For the shits and the giggles.
Yep. Yeah, she finds out about, like, an exit, like, totally, like, by accident. And then she's like,
Good job.
wait, people are getting sick? And then there's this technology? What is this?
Just
Like, what
witchcraft!
I'm to fucking lose it.
Yeah, basically.
Also,
Okay, that
coin.
nozzle does not seem to be doing much.
Yep. It at least got off, like, the dust, but it didn't get off the grime underneath.
Mm-hmm. I've once again been reminded of that one dude who caused the bubonic plague.
Oh.
Hold on, let me get his name.
Hell yeah.
So... Let me just
Did I?
grab
Okay,
something.
got all of the canopy, and now I have to clean it from the outside.
Nice landing.
Yeah, I was planning on trying to get up here, but I realized I don't have double jump. That's a thing that happens in other games. Is it on the other side? I bet it is. Yep.
Okay, so... there's a dude called Pope Gregory the Ninth, I believe?
Huh.
It's either the 9th or the 11th. Hold on.
What are the letters?
IX.
9.
9, yeah.
9?
It's
I'm
1
gra-
before
I'm-
10.
Oh, yeah.
If the smaller
Oh.
number is before the bigger number, then it's minus.
Mm-hmm.
So, when he was Pope, which was like, 1230 around, cats were starting to get very, very big in Europe. They were brought in from Egypt, as well as other, Middle Eastern, and African areas, and were becoming incredibly popular because of their ability to get rid of the vermin problem. Cats do not eat anything relating to crops, they only eat meat, which means they'll exclusively hunt the rats that were causing all these farm owners problems. Okay, who is yelling at me over Discord?
Oh, I just sent 2 videos.
Oh, okay. So they did a fantastic job getting rid of and controlling the mice and rat population that Europe didn't really have a lot of answers for. They had, like, owls and certain other animals, but the rats kind of ruled the world in Europe at the time. Gesundheit.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So about, I believe, 300 years after that, in 1230, Pope Gregory the Ninth issued a papal, which is essentially a law stated by the church that goes into effect, usually has relatively high control over governmental bodies, especially back in the day, because, well, that's how it worked. Who shot? Alright, that's usually how it worked. It was called Vox in Rama, and it essentially declared cats as the instrument of Satan,
Yep.
and specifically black cats, because of their fur colorations being considered evil by nature, and started killing off every single cat. Now, cats have been around for at least a few at minimum a few decades, if not maybe a bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been handling the rat population pretty well. Who remembers how the bubonic plague actually spread?
Ticks on rats.
Correct. So when the bubonic plague hit Europe, because the amount of cats that they used to have was so low, their rat population spiked because their natural predators was no longer there. This is also, if I remember correctly, I don't know if it was this guy or another guy, but he trapped himself in a ring of fire to prevent the disease from getting to him because it was killing everyone, rich and poor.
Damn.
Yeah, I do remember somebody saying that, like, they would just burn cities, or, like, burn down houses instead of actually trying to treat things.
They would tie people to stakes, who were sick. And the people who did it would stay behind, light the fire, and essentially off themselves as well. They were also usually people who were suspected or had the plague themselves but could still function. So they would tie everyone to stakes that was still alive, suffering from the plague, and then burn everything to the ground. But want to know a fun little fact?
Mm-hmm.
The farmers that didn't actually get rid of their cats or kept their cats well hidden, they weren't as affected as everyone else. Because they had something to tick population on their farms. Which is why cats started to get popular again. Because one, no one was murdering the cats, and two, the cats were helping.
Oh, great, from the fair owner. Yes, my helter-skelter is filthy. Yes, this will affect... Buddy, are you offering me a job? You better pay well. Thus the around
Pay
the
more
posy
than the
nurse's
mayor.
rhyme. Yes, the slide itself is behest by sticking spots, which take considerable arm strength and willpower to get past. Buddy, I'm not even sure I want to approach your ride if you're gonna say shit like that.
I don't know. I don't
What is
want to know
on
what
there?
the sticking spots are made of. Also, it is half an hour past.
Alright. Thank you all for watching tonight's stream. If you liked what you saw, feel free to subscribe. We stream Tuesday and Thursday nights at 7:30 p.m. EST. Please subscribe if you want to be notified when the next stream goes live or maybe when I post a video. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next stream. Goodbye!
Bye, chat.
Bye.